Anopayana. Otoado a release Blaster squad mewa.
Yeah, 23.
Na me squad ni mudin. I'm sure we are going to discuss it. I'm not going into the merits of the squad yet. Rich, there's an observation be a Mickey. And I think say a probably be interested kakra. Rich. And it is about Kotoko. Rich, so our squad anymore. And more being your man, especially House of Folk fans. No, I am not saying say Benjamin Asare doesn't deserve to be in a squad. So when the statistics, he is virtually the best goalkeeper every league in him. And they be I say we should give your league, the opportunity to produce players or blaster. So I am not discussing Benjamin Asare. But Rich, I am discussing a certain culture at Kotoko. A consistent kakra. Rich.
No baby I'm free ban.
Kotoko any player be no national team, especially goalkeepers. Say your friend of national team kakra bia. Rich, not team nan kasem. Management of such a player are contributed to the player losing the spots with the Blasters. And currently, it is happening to Freddy Kasari. Now, Ubejiri said in the last 5 years, Rich, it has happened to Felix Annan, it has happened to Dan Lad, and it is now happening to Abranti friend of Freddy Kasari. Last time, Mibusa Kotoko Penyibi say, Ebi ye wabonte Bibi ekoso a club ni Rich, ye nim. And was okay. The only thing he thinks say, Ebi wa ye nim and say, Rich, when players ninya Blasters call up now. Who say Blaster call up no add some value be to player no. And untino say player better than national team goalkeeper. Say only the contract negotiations or extending the contract.
That demands in the cost.
And that demands no more coach as national team goalkeepers and so do for the club. And to go on the discussion table, Rich, they are not able to come to a conclusion. And when goalkeeper man say attitude and say one man says career, me extending the contract, then the club start to look at the interest. Rich, come up for this and call that super. For this problem, look at it. It was a Masokuledu management problem. Kwame Baba Demu, he did well. Coach ni say a competitive environment. So Baba Demu no idea on who the entire on and kaka Felix lost his position.
And Saben Sobakaya. Na Felix Anna said now can no dago pa.
Of course.
Then me kaipa vividly. There was one weekend be a branch and Kowari.
Yeah.
Oba na Kotoko Goalkeepers game. I mean, we are one for fraud here. I say man time no coding honeymoon. Oba na so no. Look,
come by is doing well.
Branch and Koda go position.
He's doing well.
He's doing well.
It's
man and Tosso.
You don't think he lost his
No
position.
losing in the position.
Dalan had the same situation. Dalan called us out the World Cup. At a point in time, then Felix Anna knew to know. Freddy Kasari, to Dalan. Then that lad over down Lagata says then he also lost his position at Blasters. Currently is Abanti Freddy Kasari. Olusinya national team no Rich. Then Oba na mo Kamara bedem no so bedem mo Kamara bedem sese kwa de nyena sia mo Kamara konya issue won so atremaya. He had virtually become the #1 goalkeeper for Kotoko. Today, your first squad Freddy Kasari end up on movie. Now Rich, unim die kume na maintenance. And a normal football market, Sanka player ebo club will be na onya national team call up. It is supposed to enhance player the value. It is onya national team player there. And they say you tona. You be scratching say onya national team player because I was hardly know the CV so. But Rich, Ubeje say because of the SEC and say with Felix Danlad and now with Freddy Kasari. But lost Felix for free. At a point no national team goalkeeper. I will add the value and can use Otona. We be yes come more than say on national team. But Oba wa meda obeda on that were losing the position. Contract extension the demands was through. in the end, yen to me extended contract, the player goes for free. Nancy Danladi call Ethiopia. Rich, he was going to Ethiopia. I don't know whether Kotoko had become a national team goalkeeper. He went for free. In Pimpia, I can say, minim baby a contract discussion no with Frederick Asaya Kodru. But Rich, I'm sure ya. Kokwasa sa. Frederick will also ever do the end of the contract and say me go free. Enti medima no see no. Rich, how did Kotoko become a teamer? A young national team player. Our added value to Nesafa. I was like a club need taking advantage of her. They manage the situation for the player to lose the national team call up. No. Then they end up also losing the money and the value now player now added to the self. No. It is worrying.
You see, Ayala explanation on that issue, it's fact. And almost every time, will be benefited. Nipa no be benefited no. The next time no be a victim. Na obi for fraba be benefited. No be aba be a victim. No be for be benefited.
Yeah, free you about.
And I mean, so there a lot Kwame Balora, I mean, Danladi Ibrahim, to the extent that goalkeepers they move bebre no. Now their careers are not really on the level that Nakepese could do. When you speak of Lagata, Danladi Ibrahima, Nanka supposed to be the net rich, me say Felix Annan at the time. Me who be that. I mean Samir J and the likes more, but pure true and true for a goalkeeper of his height.
Academic goalkeeper.
Yeah, now all
that. Bobo Sma.
Yeah, now all.
To me, say this is a goalkeeper.
Yeah,
training.
All that go no dano. It should have been long term because you see the funny thing is it coincides with Black Stars. Your goalkeeping problems. The best goalkeepers for our Black Stars have always been local goalkeepers. Because it's the biggest asset of a goalkeeper is communication. Forget about the agility and sabrofono. The biggest asset. Samir Jane Moon, any center back, someone new air can cry. He knows what he's telling them to build the wall. So Felix Annan and your boys 3-1 catchia. And these goalkeepers, local goalkeepers, no. Oyane they out in crown to chiyo tiauza. So they can communicate in a particular way. It's affecting a team. But you see, my bigger problem is that you can't even fault Kotoko. Who did fault Kotoko, baby?
I didn't hear.
It's a competitive environment, Richard. You see, the reasons of play and contract extension here, I don't know. I don't know, maybe don't change. I don't know the woefully inadequate for anybody to give that to me.
Okay.
But make us a rich. Say Ampampa. Felix Tana your wedding. Any rights or any honeymoon. Ultimate deny no. But football was going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Bobo.
Nah, ball
in the 2 minutes. So, oh yeah, they're channel.
I didn't see any film. I didn't see any film. Yes, yeah,
winning team.
A merit-based environment. Number 1 goalkeeper, yeah, man, president, yeah, man, credence, no, Oba, yeah, man. But say BBC again, yeah, man, the Felix Anandi, Oko Warenas, and a issue this year, and yeah, after the Otua Sukakra, and yeah, then call national team, and more reviews here, national team, Bobo, Ghana League, that's so cost.
Sure.
It's obviously that's so. It's say Obana say one managing year and you don't look at it well. No matter how you manage it, who you have to goalkeepers baby.
And you see, timer.
What about the other ladder of the conversation? For instance, football is a sporting environment. Until Coach Bekato say, "Uba adakwaja achia." My selection is based on competitiveness, sporting wise. Until the other man will train him. Me do to game more the other man no. Say me who any sporting reason why I have to change Kwame Ban. Na me for Felix Emeda Baka. I maintain Kwame Ban. Spot on. But Rich, football decision nada no. And then with the sporting in Kwan, there's also a business aspect to it. Anything we say if we were 2 goalkeepers, number ko etimi abon homodi na wa catch the eye of the national team nets. Now etimi abe national senior national team goalkeeper. And only an advantage number 1. Number 2, even when Felix Annan came, na your man opportunity my own can say Kwame Ba has been a better team at that time. And say now we have Felix another level, any Kwame Ba level. You could have said so is the same. Just that Kwame Ba now when your opportunity at them and you don't want to change it.
Kwame Ba so at that time under 20.
No, see a goalkeeper. Good, very good. And both goalkeepers no. Number aku it was just a situation of when Jai Koye when away them and he is doing well. Alright. Then comes in look, see a TV. See a co-management meeting near meeting na. Obia betimi aka the reason why we must take a decision to a certain direction. But which the moment Enoch our accountant Ebeka say yes in some na mu kani nyina no valid. But sikasem no ye say ni say ebe maximize your profit e benya wade no so you will go there. Because sikasem wasam na ye ka no. Enti apart from the competitive environment, apart from say you can choose really between two goalkeepers amu ewo situation ni mu no, which I think say the fact that one becomes a national team goalkeeper na the value no ewo so in the other na wonim say ne say me ton players na baako ye na say team goalkeeper menye sika in the other must also come in to inform your decision.
So who suggest to say anka rotation ananya sana person
me suggesting and say in taking the decision BBR must come into play. BBR and so obi a national team goalkeeper na on your friend or national team. For me, a advantage you don't have to just overlook and say a competitive environment in Tino. Especially when goalkeeper now can answer any the national team goalkeeper no which the defense no and so then you class when in that thing
coaches no super catch say look Ayala they okay it's true. Samisham rant any me now we are national team. We call and we never die. But who call now we never die no. Me coach now me teach no. Is it rich? Me who say goalkeeper is very good. He's giving you
is rich. Onim for a coach or protecting the interest as a coach.
And American.
And so winning matches. Ni KPI is in nah.
It's to win games.
It's to win games.
It's on director.
Exactly.
BLACKSTARS call up near
sporting director so KPIs is to manage the club which includes profit. And like I like saying, baby, it can never be an isolated situation. It's okay, sports and a business and but in this situation, I can't want them. No matter what we do, we still have to look at it in the details of play and the contract. It's never said I can't last 6 months. You can't say just because I can't last 6 months. Onye just be extended contract now. He cannot pay the it's because he's a national team number 1. Still, we have to make him be there. No. Team Liberca say okay, fine. Then young player no can. Yes, that is building capacity. Into him, maybe Kotoko should stop taking 2 top goalkeepers at the same time.
Because every two nani ampansa.
Aye, every win top goalkeepers me.
Because Razak Kabarura.
Aye,
Shemebia no fever.
Exactly.
Excellent goalkeeper. Kwambanum. And I mean,
top goalkeeper.
National team goalkeeper.
Very young. No one senior. Then even if senior no crop on Black
Stars listening to Facebook in Shawazo for
the observations I discussing tomorrow the permanent solution and they say yes Kotoko seems to be having consistent problem with having a goalkeeper go to national team. Oba and the management he loses the spot and eventually Kotoko even loses the goalkeeper too for free. Say if that is the situation there, Momo Jirisamo conclusion and say Kotoko at no point in time also Kotoko top goalkeepers
be a nash because Kwame Badi and the example Kwame Baba Kotoko. No, so under 20.
Yeah, under 20, under 23 on the coach.
Number 1. And go on down
at that level.
At that level. Go on branch and down. Net is all the overcast ordinate bench. It is a way you are not able to go post. It makes it difficult to way by you have
but so people some say only 50 say. Say Obiko national team in the bar. Now also add value to the self in ni demands cost. If Saoko you happen to get into that same situation in BMA. Now, say, second goalkeeper and yet the level now. or your top notch now. Now you have to go and rely on her. Does that solve the problem? I mean, second choice goalkeeper no. Second choice goalkeeper no. Richard.
I know when you rotation. What about rotation?
Rotation, rotation. Omo national team.
Onsa Abrante, ono do akọ offer chewu. Na just over here.
Exactly.
More Kamara and that goal post.
So imagine say Ogumbeka to say rotation or here. So in the next 10 matches, we need that immediate national team call up, and your goalkeeper is sideline.
Ninety Frederick, if has a full goalkeeper, either pull him.
Benjamin.
It's because of consistency.
They be out them.
Consistency.
And he's doing well.
And Oshe Frederick Asaya, me can't never can like that time now that lad issues by. Yes, you Frederick Asaya tall. I mean, I said a lot of good things about him. But on that, what are you even going to say? What are you going to say? For me, me can't pass here start this season. Me besides Zando the same way. Time I Kotoko Kamara foreign goalkeeper. I told Zando, saying to Ogum. Why the man one goalkeeper? Because a foreign goalkeeper is coming here to come and win the post.
Okay, Monfa BLACKSTARS listen and to Facebook is Shamas 4.5 now. Yashafoni ati from who a players nyame ya adoma. Omona ebejina Ghana name Ebraya 2026 World Cup air